Hello champions, let's play a small game, a small income tax game. I am going to ask you 10 questions. Let's see how many of these 10 questions you are able to answer. Keep a track, okay? Question number 1. Let's say you're doing AMT calculation. For that purpose, you have to calculate income. In that income computation, you reverse 10AA, you reverse chapter 6A part C, you reverse 35AD, and on that 35AD asset you claim depreciation. But have you seen any question where along with this depreciation in this calculation, you are also claiming additional depreciation? Question number 1. Question number 2. When you're doing capital gains computation in a liquidation scenario, then from the full value consideration, you're supposed to subtract section 222C dividend. Do you know how to calculate this? Question number 3. Now first two questions were simple. Now let's see if you're able to tell me this one. If I ask you RFA or HRA, which is better? Which is better not from the point of view of taxation, but from the point of view of net take-home cash benefits. Will you be able to calculate and give me the answer? Question number 4. If I say that the company has earned 12 lakhs profit from business, alright, and 10% of such profits, that is 1,20,000, will be given as bonus to the employee. And let's say the company is the assessee. So, company is the assessee. For the company, you're doing PGBP calculation. In that PGBP computation, one of the expenses for the company is bonus to employee 1,20,000. Do you know that this 1,20,000 will be disallowed because this bonus is a percentage of profit? In simple words, do you know that if bonus is paid to an employee as a percentage of profits, even though it is a business expense, still it is going to be disallowed in PGBP computation? Question number 5. In your residential status chapter, you do this 15 lakh calculation in two places. One is in deemed resident and the other is when you want to apply the special provision. The provision where you apply 120 days instead of 60 days, that one, okay. So in those two places, you do the 15 lakh calculation. Now what is this 15 lakh calculation? From the total income, I will subtract income from foreign sources. That is, I will look at the income from Indian sources. This number has to be more than 15 lakhs. Now, do you know that in this calculation, you are also supposed to consider chapter 6A because it is not income from Indian sources. It is total income from Indian sources. So, even chapter 6A is supposed to be subtracted. Only then you will see the net number. Is it more than 15 lakh or not? Then comes question number 6. Let's say, now this is simple, this you might be able to answer. Under section 40B, in case you are calculating partner's salary, the partner's allowable salary, alright. In that calculation, you calculate book profit. Now, what if the book profit happens to be a negative number? What if it is a loss? Then also, for the partnership firm, will the partner salary be allowed or not? Are you able to answer this question? In simple words, if the book profit is a loss, if it's a negative number, then for the firm, will the partner salary be allowed or will it not be allowed? And if allowed, how much? Then comes question number 7. Do you know what is the amount that should be added to the block in case the asset was purchased by a hire purchase or if it was purchased under an installment purchase? That is, do you know that in hire purchase cases, only the principal component only enters the block, whereas in installment purchase, the interest and principal, both the components enter the block. Then do you know that in case assessee has put money into CGD account, yes, you will give your assessee exemption under the section 54 series. But what if the assessee has died before utilizing the money in the CGD account? Then what happens? What happens to the exemption that was claimed and what happens to the unutilized money which is still there in the account? Question number 9. Yes, we all know that whenever we sell a scientific research asset, we will have capital gains computation. But do you know that in this computation, if it's a negative number, you cannot call it as capital loss. Basically, from sale of scientific research asset, you can only have a capital gain, you cannot have a capital loss. Last question, do you know that in case you pay any loan processing fee, if you pay, it is considered as interest and it will come under section 194A. But because you are paying this loan processing fee to the bank and because in section 194A bank cannot be deductee, that is the reason why under 194A we don't deduct any TDS on this transaction. Basically, this loan processing fee will be considered as interest and therefore it will go to 194A first. But 194A says that bank cannot be a deductee for the purpose of 194A, and that is the reason why even though this comes under 194A, still no TDS on this transaction. 10 questions I asked you. Out of these 10 questions, how many were you able to answer? Were you able to answer all these 10 questions? Think about it. See, this is what real learning looks like. And let me tell you, every single thing which I asked you over here is there in your CA Inter Income Tax syllabus. Everything which I asked you in these 10 questions, they were asked in either some past examination question paper or in some RTP or in some MTP. This is very much a part of your syllabus, and when these kind of adjustments come in your question paper, that is when you start branding it as a difficult paper. See, gone are the days when in your income tax intermediate paper, the questions used to be very predictable. Like one question for sure from salary retirement benefits, gratuity or leave salary. One question for sure let out property calculation. One question definitely from depreciation. Like that, it used to be so predictable earlier, and only one or two adjustments here and there only used to be little tricky or new. But nowadays, if you see, the whole level of the question paper has changed, alright. And the reason why you are maybe not able to handle the question paper, the reason why you are not able to maybe answer these kind of questions, it's not because you are not working out, questions. You are working out questions, but you are not working out the right kind of questions. You are not working out the right number of questions. I'll tell you one simple thing. I'm very sure even you would have noticed. The difficulty level of questions in the ICI study material, in the illustrations and in the book back questions, that difficulty level, if you compare with the question paper difficulty level, are they the same? They are not the same. The examination questions, the difficulty level is a totally different level altogether, not even comparable with the level at which they're asking questions in the study material, illustrations and book back. So that is why the problem is in the kind of questions that you're working out. See, when during your preparation, now that you have 2 months preparation time, in this preparation time, if you're only going to work out easy questions, if you're only going to redo the questions which you already know, then what's the point? If you see, there are 2 types of confidence, okay. One is real confidence and one is superficial confidence. Real confidence and superficial confidence, 2 totally different types of confidence. I'll tell you. In superficial confidence, what happens is, I will keep doing what I already know, and I will keep thinking, I know this. That is artificial confidence. This is what you are getting fooled with. Then what is real kind of confidence in? Real kind of confidence is that one wherein you have put yourself through so much hard work during your preparation time. You have put yourself through such difficult questions during your preparation time. You've seen all of these difficult, extremely challenging adjustments during your preparation time itself, so that now whatever kind of question paper is thrown at you in the examination, you are able to ace it. You're getting my point. The May 2025 question paper, I'm very sorry if it hurts some of you, but the real fact is that the May 2025 question paper for DT was not difficult. I'm not saying it was extremely easy, it was a jujube kind of a paper and all, no. But it was not over the top difficult at all, provided you had worked out the right kind of questions during practice. There is this saying which I love. The saying goes like this: the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in war. Read again. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in war. Which means what? Now during your preparation time, you work out real challenging questions. You work out the real kind of questions, the challenging, the difficult questions. You see now adjustments which you've never seen before, so that when you're actually fighting the war in those 3 hours, you are comfortable. So when I say workout questions, I am not talking about just those easy ones that you already know. I am not talking about just the ICI study material questions or the book back questions. I am not talking about just those few RTPs and MTPs since your new syllabus started in May 2024. I am talking about the real kind of questions where every question has an adjustment that you've never seen before. Every question has an adjustment which actually makes you stop and think that what's even happening. I'm talking about those kind of questions which will make you question your whole knowledge of DT. Those kind of questions. Because if you are able to put yourself through that fire during your preparation, only and only then will those 3 hours go as smooth as you want them to be. Are you understanding? Now, this is where the DT workout batch comes in. Now in the DT workout batch, you will be working out total 408 questions, alright. Now these 408 questions will have 317 questions which we will do together in class and 91 questions which you will be doing as homework. And I can challenge you, in each of these 408 questions, you will find some adjustment which you have never seen before. This is the kind of questions that I am talking about. I was telling you two things, right? You are not doing the right kind of questions and the right number of questions. When I say the right number of questions, look at this, guys. We're going to be doing 408 questions. And not everything you will be doing with me. You will be doing with me 317, because if you do with me each and every question, how and where did you test yourself? So to test yourself, you will be doing another 90 homework questions as well, nicely in a structured manner spread across the whole batch. When you've done this with me, you have worked out the right kind of questions. You have literally put yourself through that fire, through that hard work, through that kind of effort that is actually required. And you've also worked out the right number of questions. And in this 408 questions, you will also be doing a lot of case study based MCQs. And when I say case study based MCQs, I'm not saying that you will be doing 3-4 hours case study based MCQs. No. Out of these 400 questions, there is going to be minimum 30 to 40% of case study based MCQs. So that is why I say, once you are done with this, you have worked out the right kind of questions where every question would have been a big learning for you. You will yourself see yourself improvising. You will see your own self getting better and better, reducing and eliminating the silly mistakes one by one. And when you have worked out this many questions, come on guys, 37 questions in residential status in class and 9 again at home. If you look at total income, you will be doing total 59 questions in total income, total 51 questions in TDS and TCS. I mean, once you are done with this, I can give you an open challenge that every single thing in your question paper will look so familiar. That is what happened in May 2025, alright. In May 25, if you look at the question paper, every question, it felt like the adjustments were somewhere or the other spread across these questions. Maybe one adjustment from this question, one adjustment from this question, put together a question is made. That is how it felt like. Alright, you're getting my point. So do the right kind of questions and do enough number of questions. Put in that hard work, guys. Come on, if not now, then when? So now answering some very common questions about the workout batch. When exactly is it starting? We start on the 11th of July, alright. The sessions will be in the evening. We will start around 6 p.m. every day and then we'll go on till 8:30 and then we'll have a dinner break and then we'll resume again from 9 p.m. We'll go on till 11 p.m. Maybe some days we'll start a little early, let's say around 5:30 on some days. Alright. And totally the batch will go on for 26 classes and the mode is going to be live online. Yes, it's going to be live online. See, the May 2025 recordings are equally applicable to September 2025, but still I am doing it live online. I do it live online every time. You know, this is the 10th time when I'm going to be doing this batch for you all in September 25. I had started this during COVID time, somewhere in 2020, and it's going to be the 10th time when I do it this time, and every time I've done it live online. The only reason, two reasons. Reason number one, it'll give you the discipline, guys. It'll give you the discipline to finish it with me, alright? It'll, you know, otherwise the whole backlog of unfinished recordings will only become like one big mountain, alright? So that is why, to help you finish in a disciplined manner, that is why I'm going to be doing it live online so you can finish it with me. And the second reason is, you all are all sitting at home, you and your screen, you know, all alone, and that whole solitude will start messing up with your mind after a point, alright, because there's no interaction with the outside world. So you will have such nice quality interaction, live interaction with your friends, with your peers. One nice healthy competition will be amongst you all. A nice community we will end up making where each of us push each other to grow and get better. That interaction, trust me when I say this, you will love the chat box of the workout batch. This happens every time. I don't know somehow what you guys do in the chat box. It becomes such a fun place, and this is one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy doing it. So even though I can do it as recorded, I still do it live online every time because it's such a fun batch where you will enjoy every class. Alright, and how are we going to do this? Is it going to be concepts? Is it going to be questions? See, we will take a question, okay? In that question, whatever concepts are involved, we will first revise those concepts. We will not only revise those concepts, we will also revise the other related concepts. That way you first have a thorough understanding of the entire concept, 360 degrees understanding you have. So first of all, there will be a concept revision of that particular question. Then we will work out the question, and then finally you will be doing some homework questions, and then you will be writing a test. So there will be a nice mixture of concept revision plus questions plus homework questions and plus 4 tests you will be doing. Okay, now listen, I'm not going to do the, like for example, if I talk about the IFHP head of income, I'm not going to be revising the whole IFHP head and then doing the questions. No, I will take some concepts, revise them, then work out questions on them. Then take some more concepts, revise them, work out questions on them. And then towards the end, we'll do some master questions covering all the adjustments. So this is how the sessions will be, okay? And for the homework questions, you will be given the answers as well, so that you can check your answers then and there, and there will be 4 tests. Now listen to me, everybody nowadays, talking about tests, when they give you the test question papers, it's just a copy paste of the questions which you've already worked out in class, or it's a copy paste of questions from the ICI study material. That's not how these tests are going to be, because every single question in these tests I've actually sat and wrote on my own. So every test that you will be doing, every question in every test will be a new question for you. That way you will be test yourselves, you will be able to test yourselves even better. It will be the real kind of tests, alright. So this is about your question number 4. So it will be 100% concept revision plus questions practice plus homework questions plus tests, and after this you are ready to write the examination. Alright guys, yes, there will be 100% coverage. Yes, it's an exam oriented batch, but every single thing is going to be covered for you. And I've told you already that you will be having totally 4 tests for 25% of your syllabus, 50% of your syllabus, 75% of your syllabus and 100% of your syllabus. And mind you, every test is going to be for 50 marks, okay? And about MCQs, I've already told you that we will be doing a very good number of case study based MCQs also in each chapter, and then again in total income. So, and it's not going to be just 3-4 hours of MCQs, it's going to be a good 30% of the time being spent on this. And see, the thing is, the whole reason is you will be doing the adjustments inside each chapter, okay? Then once again, when you come into total income, again there will be the second revision of the concepts, because there will be some repetition. So during the batch itself, I've arranged the questions in such a manner that during the batch itself, all your concepts will get revised twice. First time when you did the chapter with me, second time when you do the total income. Here second revision will automatically happen during the batch itself, okay? Then about books and material, you will be getting 2 things, alright. Number 1, you will be getting the question bank PDF, which is printable. You can print the question bank. And number 2, the concept book. Now the concept book is something which I am really proud about. This is something which I launched just before the May 2025 exam. Basically the May 25 students got this as an ebook, and now I've printed it and it's going to be a hard copy. Now this concept book, the most special point about this is that it will help you finish everything in 1.5 days. Because see, the biggest challenge that was in front of students was, okay ma'am, I'm done with these 408 questions. Now how do I revise? Because I can't sit and do them all over again, that much time I don't have. How do I see everything before the examination? That much time I don't have. So give me something with which I can revise all of this once again quickly. That is why I made the concept book, guys. It's going to be just 150 pages and it will cover every single thing which you need to know it will cover. So if you are revising in those 1.5 days, if you have flipped through these 150 pages, you have indirectly seen all the 408 questions. It's made like that, okay? The reason why it is 150 pages is not because I have skipped content. I have made it entirely from exam oriented manner. Basically, things which they will never ask in the exam, like for example, what is income tax, difference between income tax and indirect tax, all this they just can't ask in the exam, right? Those kind of things only I've eliminated, alright. So this 150 pages of concept book will help you so comfortably revise everything in those 1.5 days, alright. So the question bank PDF you will anyways be getting, concept book up to you whether you want to buy it or not. Then comes the next question that ma'am, I did regular course with some other faculty, will the workout batch still suit me? Yes, doesn't matter from whom you've done the regular course, whether you've done my regular course or whether you've done anybody else's, it absolutely doesn't matter where you've studied DT from before, the workout batch will still be suitable. Alright. Then comes this very important question that ma'am, I am a first time learner. See, I'll tell you something very honestly over here. If you're somebody who's learning income tax from basics, basically you've never done income tax before ever in your life, this is the first time you're learning income tax, then I will not suggest the workout batch for you, because workout batch will be more suitable for those students who have at least some knowledge in the basics chapter, basically your tax rates, your surcharge, marginal relief and all, at least some knowledge in your 5 heads of income, alright, and some knowledge in chapter 6A. See, if you are saying ma'am, I've never studied TDS, TCS before, it's okay, I will take care. If you say ma'am, I've never studied set off and clubbing before, it's okay, I will take care. If you say ma'am, I've never studied residential status, agricultural income, 10 double and all, it's okay, I will take care. But in this at least some knowledge you must be having, and I'm not saying expert knowledge, but it should not be like, it should not be like, see, if for example, if you're a first time learner, I have to teach you what is additional depreciation. I have to teach you that, why do we even have this concept of additional depreciation. I have to teach you at which stage to calculate, all those things are there. But if you're not a first time learner, if you're a relearner, then you already know all that. I just have to, tell you the nitty-gritties that you're missing. Like for example, I just have to tell you one point that, listen, yes, you know that for road transport vehicles, there is no additional depreciation, but there is one exceptional case where even for road transport vehicle also additional depreciation will come in. You're understanding? So you should, if you're a first time learner, I will say that this batch may not be perfect for you. It's more suitable for those students who are relearners, who have some knowledge over here. Alright, then what about doubt support? See, generally what happens is I try to answer as many doubts as possible during the live class itself. So, but however, in case your doubt doesn't get solved during the live class, or let's say you got the doubt after the class was over, then in that case you can send your doubts through the doubts portal in the app itself. I am not going to give you any Telegram link where you put your doubt and some other student answers your doubt. No. I myself will answer each and every doubt of yours, because I am the one who has taught you the class, right? So I only know in what manner you will understand. So whatever doubts you have, you will be putting in the doubts portal, alright, and I myself will answer each and every doubt of yours. Full on doubt support you will be getting. Then comes a very crucial question. This is a question which students have stopped asking only, that what kind of support will I get in those 1.5 days. After, see, always remember, this is something which I keep telling students. This 2 months time which you're going to spend in preparation now, and those 1.5 days which you will be spending before the examination, they are both equally important, but both require different strategies. Just because you've done 2 months preparation solid doesn't mean 1.5 days will go smooth. You get two totally different ball games altogether. Understanding? Once you are done with these 2 months of preparation, alright, in those 1.5 days, you are going to get super solid support from me in 2 forms. Form number 1, the concept book. That concept book will help you indirectly redo the entire 408 questions in those 1.5 days. As you flip through the pages, everything you will start remembering. Alright. And number 2, out of these questions, which questions you have to see in those 1.5 days, I will mark those questions and I will give you, and you will do just those questions. Alright, and for some important chapters, I will be giving you some revision videos as well. And when I talk about revision videos, you will be getting a lot of audio revisions as well. A lot of revision again and again will keep happening in class itself. I do something called as 5 random questions, okay, which I keep asking during the class itself. The places where you made mistakes, those things I will keep asking you in the class, keep sending you in the WhatsApp group. That way, when you keep seeing the same thing again and again, it will automatically get settled in your memory so nicely, guys. Alright, so this is about the most common questions that generally students have with regard to the workout batch. Alright, and there is one more question. This is something which I got from a student this morning. Alright, the question was, ma'am, if I take the workout batch, will I definitely pass if I get this batch? No. I'll be blatant over here. No. Just because you get this batch, you will not pass. Just because you bought this batch, you will not pass. Just because you paid fees for this batch, you will not pass. You have to put in the effort. I told you, right, every day evening we will have a class. That class is not going to be like one walk in the park. It's not going to be like a nice relaxed class. Hello guys, how are you all doing? And then we do one question, and then we do some motivation talk, and then again we do one question, and then we take a break. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be stress. It's going to be that kind of stress which you will be having in those examinations in those 3 hours. That same thing you will be feeling every day in class. Because the whole point, the whole reason is we have to get used to the speed. Right guys, in the examination we have to finish the entire question paper in 3 hours. So we have to train our brain to think fast. Now, if I'm going to take 2 hours to finish one total income question in the examination, how can I finish it in 20 minutes? So we have to put ourselves through that training process, right? I told you, we are going to be sweating in practice. So those sessions are not going to be like one walk in the park. Your brain is going to be trained to think super fast. You will get that training. You can, I'm giving you again a challenge. You will yourself tell me on the last day, ma'am, I'm able to think so fast. And it will help you not only in this paper, it will actually end up helping you in all the other papers. So I am going to be putting in my 200%. I do it every time in this batch. So you also should be putting in your 200%. And when I say you should be putting in your 200%, you should just be following everything we do in class, that's all. That will be your 200%. If you do this, then I can promise you, I can assure you, I can guarantee you, I can give it to you in writing, I can put it on stamp paper for you, that if you have also put in the effort, then you have definitely passed. You not just passed, you've gotten a very good score. Out of 50 in income tax, 40 plus you will end up getting. Provided you have sat with me in each session, whether live, whether recorded, you've done each session with me, you've done the homework, you've done the tests, you've followed every single thing which I've told you in class, provided you've put in as much effort as I have put in the batch, provided you do it, then I can give you a challenge that yes, you have cleared. Just that guys, you have to be ready to put in that hard work. Understanding? So join the batch only if you are ready to put this hard work with me, only if you are ready to work out challenging questions, only if you are ready to put yourself through the fire with me. Only then join the batch. But once you are with me, I am going to literally hold your hand, spoon feed you, drill the concepts inside you and ensure you get done with your exams properly in September. Alright everybody, and now comes an amazing announcement that this time, for the very first time, I've collaborated with Amit Mahajan sir for GST as well. So now you have totally 4 options. You can either avail the DT workout batch alone, or the law workout batch only, or the GST workout batch, basically his practice batch, that one. You can either avail any of them separately, or you can avail a combo of them all. Just like how I'm doing this workout batch for DT, the same way I'm recording the law workout batch. Similar fashion, even he has done the GST workout batch. Basically doing the concept revision first and right after that working out questions. That way in all the 3 papers, law, DT and in GST, your concepts also will get revised and questions also will get done. And trust me when I say this, you will feel like you got from both of us, from Amit sir and from me, a lot more than what you invested. Alright, I'm super excited now for July 11th when we begin the direct tax workout batch live. It's very exciting to see how every time, like right now you're scared about this paper income tax, but by the end of it, on the 26th day, you'll come back and you'll tell me, ma'am, now I'm set. You'll come back and tell me that, ma'am, now I'm ready. It's become very comfortable. It's become one of my strongest papers. And that's such a nice feeling to see, you know, that growth, that learning curve every time. So that's it, guys. I think this is all what I had to tell you all about. Bye-bye.